more things change, the more they stay the same. Boundaries shift, new players step in, but power always finds a place to rest its head.
What up, guys? This is Hellraider here. Today I'm bringing you a disgusting Spaz 12 or S.Ravage shotgun gameplay. This class setup is going to be a basic class setup used for all pump action shotguns. There is no reason to change it because they're basically all the same, except there's slightly different rechamber times between all of them, and that won't be affected in this video. With the Spaz 12, it has the so-called longest range in the game, but it's very unnoticeable pretty much compared to all the other pump action shotguns. It's very noticeable against the semi-automatics such as the Reaver and the DCM, but compared to the other pump actions, they're pretty much all level, one playground, one playfield. It's about, I want to say, in game roughly 5 feet away from you. That's the one-shot distance you can get with the pump action shotguns. If they're just outside that 5 feet, you will hit a 99% damage hit marker on the enemy, and you'll be required to pump the next shot and try to kill them before they kill you. It's very difficult. It's kind of annoying. My best advice to combat that is to slide towards them or to get as close to them as humanly possible so that doesn't happen. With my class setup today, we're going to be running 3 attachments on the pump action shotguns. First attachment is going to be long barrel. Long barrel is basically worthless because it doesn't actually increase any of your damage range for any of the pump actions. But with the other attachment we're going to put on, we're going to need as much range as possible to keep us in the game here. So long barrel first, quick draw to kind of quick aim with your pump action to get most of your pellets on point and all in one target so you can knock them out that much quicker. And then your third attachment is going to be a suppressor, believe it or not. Because the damage range doesn't really change too much, you're going to run long barrel and suppressor so you can 1, knock people out in one shot, 2, do it silently, and 3, do it stealthily. It's quite nice, especially if you flank the enemy and you get around behind them. You can kind of just knock them out one chug at a time. And also, it's quite nice because if you miss the first shot and you have to rechamber or hit the pump action, you'll be able to do that because 1, they're not alerted through the radar, and 2, if they're dumb and they don't hear you shooting at them, it's a free shot in the back to get them the next time. With that said, we're going to run 4 perks. Quick draw, dexterity, hands down must. My second perk for this gameplay can be debatable. I would definitely suggest running momentum. You're going to do a lot of running around, a lot of rushing, a lot of trying to get into people's faces and to knock them out. For your third perk, I would definitely suggest either gung ho, dead silence, hardwired, or a combination of any of those 2. Now, gung-ho, while you're sprinting, you'll be able to hip fire while you're sprinting, which is quite nice, especially if it gets you just close enough inside that one-shot range that you can take them out, and it can save your life. Believe me, it happens a lot more than you would think. As for rigs and combat specialists, I definitely suggest either running Synaptic with the Rushdown perk, 1, to get closer and rush just a little bit quicker to get inside your one-shot kill range. If you don't have Rushdown, try Combat Burst. When you get a kill and you run to your next opponent, you'll run just that much quicker, especially if you're already running with momentum and gung-ho. You'll be able to really speed up your sprint speed there and get to your next opponent. If you're not running Synaptic with Rewind or Equalizer, something to give you a little bit of an advantage, I definitely suggest Merc with the Infusion Reactive Armor trait. If you get into a gunfight and you hit marker them or they get away from you, at least Infusion will help you recover just that much quicker. And plus, if you want to be kind of a real juggernaut type of character, you come around the corner, activate Reactive Armor, and just start one-shotting people kind of like the Terminator. Another good specialist for the shotgun playstyle, I would believe, is the FTL. Kind combat rig using the FTL jump or phase shift specialist ability. FTL jump juts you forward in a straight line towards whatever direction you're facing, and with that jump, obviously you can close the distance between you and an opponent and get inside that one-shot range and take them down. Phase shift I use sparingly. I use it more as an escape route. Like I turn a corner, there's an enemy who's outside my really strong range, and either I phase shift out and try to escape, or I escape already and I use phase shift to creep up on them and get behind them and shotgun them in the back. It's quite nice. It's a very stealthy route and kind of a douchebag move, but it's fun to use and fun to play with. Any other specialists are kind of not going to be worth it because they won't work well with the style you're trying to play with. You could use Warfighter, but I don't suggest using ping, actually, because you're going to be so close range with other enemies, ping is going to be kind of worthless, because you're going to be basically on top of the enemy. A couple last-minute pro tips I can give you guys if you really want to go gung-ho with a shotgun and really try to do your best with it. The best advice I can give you as a player and as a shotgun fan myself, you want to use your movement to your advantage. You want to think smart, flank, and try to catch the opponent off guard as much as possible, because not a lot of maps are made for shotguns or really help shotguns play on them, and not a lot of guns will allow you to get close enough to actually use a shotgun effectively. With that said, my best advice to give you, if you catch yourself inside the 99% range and you get that god-awful hit marker that lets the enemy live through your first shot, my best advice to you is try to get in that melee beatdown and you'll instantly kill them. Hit marker to melee beatdown. It's actually one of the better combinations with the shotgun, and it's surprisingly effective. It really works out. It can save your life a couple times. Your best bet for using a shotgun in this game is probably on the map Frontier, or very close range maps, kind of like Throwback. Like me, I did it on Frost. You might be able to do it on Frost also, but definitely close range maps. Frontier is definitely one of the best shotgun maps in the entire game. Maybe Mayday, because that's also pretty close range itself. Well, as for now, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Hope if you have any questions or want to see different creator class setups or have any specific creator classes you want to see, please leave in the comments down below. As for now, this is your boy Hellraider signing off.
Friendly drone package incoming. Ally Vulture on the field.
Oh my gosh, no.
Enemy soldiers on
No, I was so close. 50 bomb shotgun.